I mean, it's Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points. I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get this sauce.
Braves outcast one.
The Braves outcast what? A bobblehead?
Yeah.
No.
$200. Tempted.
I'm not. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday morning to you all. Hope you all had a nice Monday. Man, I had some heartbreaks tonight. The Twins, just to give you an idea of what went down in the Twins game. And now, technically, I didn't lose that bet yet, but it's in a rain delay in the bottom of the ninth. I need the game to come back on because moneyline bets count as long as they go 5.5 innings, I believe. As long as the away team is batted in the...
I think they have to just come to the plate in the sixth.
Yeah, I think that's it. So my only chance of winning that bet is if the game resumes. So most likely that's a loss. But the Twins had runners on first and second, no outs. The batter, runners on first and second, no outs. The guy hits a double off the wall in dead center. So there's runners on first and second, no outs. The guy crushes a ball off the wall in dead center. The Twins scored 0 runs in that inning. How is that even possible? Well, the runner on second, he was running towards third and he was waiting. He thought the guy was going to catch it. So he started running back towards second. Then it went down and the two base runners were standing next to each other on second base. And he went, oh shit, and turned around and ran to third. So he didn't score from second on a double off the wall in dead center. Pop fly, double play. They didn't score in the inning. Insane. But yeah, I actually, we should just get to the lead story today. Toast always moves his camera around right before we go live. Hold on.
Sorry.
So, the lead story today is Mizorowski versus the Cubs. It's the first inning. The Cubs put up 3 runs, and Trevor was in the Discord. He was blaming the umpire. He had officially blamed the umpire for Mizorowski's struggles. And look, we were clowning him pretty hard. I screenshotted it immediately. We were definitely clowning him, making fun of Mizorowski. But Trevor had the last laugh. Brewers get the win.
Yeah, it's tough to beat the hottest team in baseball. I mean, we spotted you through. Well, actually, the ump spotted you 3 runs. That was a strike 3. That was a strike 3 on Suzuki, and then he ends up getting a base hit. And then, Mizorowski, the error throw, 100% on him. I'm not gonna go to bat for him on that. But should have never even got to that point because he should have been out of that inning. So once again, we get umped on a strike 3 call, don't get it, gives up some runs, and then the Mets game also, you know how I feel about that one. So I mean, all these runs he's given up have just been on bullshit.
If it was
100% on bullshit.
So it's just legitimate pitching. Mizorowski hasn't allowed a single run yet this year, by your account.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he has. He's allowed maybe 1 or 2.
And I just want everybody to be. I know that we all like to have fun. Trevor's dead serious.
I know
he's legit.
He's not. This is not a bit. Like he passed a lie detector. He truly lives in his own fantasy world. And then also real quick, the Class A thing. Real quick, guys. These markets, the Class A thing, the Louis Ortiz thing, these are super tiny markets. This is a non-story. I mean, guys, you're not able to bet more than a few $100s into these markets. It's on the same level as betting on the length of the national anthem at the Super Bowl. It's just like a fun little bullshit bet. When you place a bet into a tiny market like that, you place it knowing it's easily manipulated. To me, when I see these stories like this Class A, one of the Louis Ortiz one, my reaction is, yeah, no shit. That's why you're only able to bet a couple $100. And if you notice, when you follow my bets, I'm pretty much always doing sides and totals for that reason. They're the most efficient markets with the highest liquidity. So, guys, it's a first pitch market. You didn't think that was easily manipulated? I thought people, when they bet into those markets, were just having fun gambling and were aware of that. But if you weren't, now you should be. Anything that can be easily manipulated like that you're only able to bet a couple $100 into, and chill. Just let it go. Or just bet it knowing you're having fun just gambling. The poll, do the Brewers have this series circled? 58% of you says, yes, of course, it's the Cubs. 21% said, no, it's just another series. And 22% says TV Jones is a moron.
Hey, I'll be a moron all fucking day and take my 15% ROI with the Brewers this year.
All right. First up, this is the first leg of a doubleheader. Blue Jays, Orioles. This one's at 12:35. I'm not even sure if I have the pitchers right because there was some jumbling around. My graphic says Easton Lucas against Cade Povich. Wow, Cade Povich. Haven't heard his name in a while. I don't even know if that's right. So either you guys want to talk about the doubleheader or should we move on?
I really do not personally know. Sorry.
It's 11:30 in the morning. I mean, what else are we going to really do?
Okay. Fire
I don't
away
know.
then.
If I really didn't look much into this because the pitchers I wasn't sure of at the time, but I don't know. I mean, it would have to be Toronto at plus money here, but Springer also did just get rocked in the head tonight in the 9th inning, so I guarantee he's probably not playing. So I don't know. It would be Toronto or nothing, but I mean, there's really nothing I really looked into for that game.
All right, let's just move on. And the next game is Arizona Detroit, and I think I could speak for everybody. Well, everyone in the voice chat, that is. We're all on Detroit. I got a minus 140. Yeah, I don't really see where my graphics messed up. 1 second. Let me fix my graphics. Yeah, I took the Tigers. Kerry Carpenter should be back in the lineup for the Tigers, but either way, looks like the Tigers are trending out of what they were in. But on the other side, it's really just a blind fade of Arizona at this point. This team has really packed it in. They've scored in regulation, as in 9 innings. They scored one run in 4 games, I believe. 1 run in 4 baseball games, not 4 innings, 4 games. They scored 1 run in regulation. So that on top of the fact that Casey Mize is pitching against Fott. So I have the starting pitching advantage as well. Tigers bullpen might be a little on the attack side, but they have no problem throwing Vest out there again. So yeah, I thought minus 140 was affordable for the Tigers. I would imagine, I'm going to put up the poll, I would imagine this is going to be one of those where 90% of people are on the Tigers. But yeah, I don't see any reason. I hope to see this close around minus 155, minus 160, but we'll see. Toast?
First, same bit as I had today. Yesterday it was 5. Tomorrow's going to be 4.5. First 5 under 4.5 here for me. Obviously fading these Arizona bats. I think we're getting Casey Mize in a bounce back spot off of back-to-back just horrendous starts for him. So if he continues to be this bad, then I guess Detroit's going to be really in trouble. But obviously I think everybody knows that this is a pretty decent bounce back spot versus this lineup offense that can't lineups. Jesus. Diamondbacks offense that can't score, sorry. And then I hate to say it, but Brandon Pfaadt might have turned a little bit of a corner here. So he's going on like a month and a half or so of just consistently solid starts over and over again. Houston, St. Louis, San Diego, San Francisco, home, on the road, it doesn't really matter. And this Tigers offense isn't really doing a whole bunch. I know that they've scored a couple runs here the last couple nights, but it's nothing really impressive to me. They're doing work off of the bullpen guys and whatnot. So, yeah, I think both of these guys can pitch well. I don't really like the spot that either one of these offenses are in. So, first 5 under 4.5, I could stay away from the public side.
TV Jones?
Yeah, Detroit. I mean, Brandon Pfaadt, yeah, maybe he's looked a little better, but his last 3 games versus lefties, one of the worst for the starters tomorrow. I mean, he's got an ERA of 2, expected ERA 4.89, 5.68 xFIP. His chase is sub 25%. I mean, his K percentage is 6%. With sub 20%. And then you're going to have 5 lefties in the lineup, and then 3 of them are going to be the first 4 batters. So he could have a little bit of a struggle out the gate there early. And yeah, I think Mize does bounce back a little bit. I mean, the Arizona bats just look putrid right now. Detroit, 15 runs their last 2 games. You know, I think they may have kind of figured out something. I mean, they went through that lull, good 2-week, 3-week stretch of just being rough.
It felt like 3 months.
Yeah, it was getting bad. I was actually starting to feel good about my Guardians 25-1 division ticket until today.
Sorry to hear that.
So yeah, it is what it is. We still got Brewers 11-1, no big deal. And so I like Detroit minus 140 here, maybe a team total. It is going to be a little bit of rain in there, but I mean, regardless, I still think these lefties are going to give Pfaadt enough of a hard time here, and then the rest of this lineup's been not too bad either as of late. So give me Detroit on the money line here.
Let's move on to the next one.
Hey, never mind. I'm not saying shit.
Rockies, Guardians. Man, another one, heartbreaker. I had the under 9. It was 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. It didn't even come close. Final score, it's the game's still going. It's 8-5. I had under 9.
Wait, are the Rockies up?
Yeah, the Rockies are winning.
Dude, it was so bad.
The problem was Vodnik came in. I told you guys, that dude's a freaking dumpster fire. He comes out there, say goodbye to your under, say goodbye to the money line.
He did give up a big chunk. Yeah, it was him.
Yep. I saw bases loaded, no outs, and he was pitching. I was like, yep, on brand.
Yeah, so 3-0 in the bottom of the 7th. I have under 9, not even close to cashing. So, yeah, we got Tanner Gordon against Logan Allen, and unfortunately, I kind of lean towards the same exact thing, under again. I don't want to do it. I got a better number yesterday at 9, but Tanner Gordon hasn't been all that bad. Toast, what do you think?
I was just gonna say it would be over or not because the Rockies are hitting and have been somewhat feasible versus the last. I don't know. I mean, for the last 5 lefty starters that they've seen, they've got some runs off of 1, 2. So I mean, it hasn't been terrible. I mean, it hasn't been the best, but I don't have a bet, but it would only be over or pass. I think that this Cleveland. I mean, especially now that Cleveland's down another man.
The Red Sox game's on. The Twins have the bases loaded, no outs.
Yep.
Are you shitting me?
I didn't want to say anything.
Anyway, and honestly, the Cleveland offense has been coming around a little bit lately as well. So it's kind of been up and down, but I don't really trust either one of these bullpens regardless. So if you were going to play an under, I would play a first 5 under, but I would assume that there's going to be some runs being scored there tomorrow. Not to mention the fact that, I mean, it's only really Kwan, Manzardo, and Schneidman or whatever that are like the lefties. Oh, and Bo Naylor, but everybody else can switch. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, they should be able to score.
Correa's up. This dude has never once gotten a hit when I needed him to. Go ahead, TV Jones.
Yeah, it would be the over. If anything, it would be Guardians minus 1.5. But I don't want to lay a run line with Logan Allen on the bump. I mean, Logan Allen, Rocky's obviously righty heavy. I mean, he's got a sub 14% strikeout rate. He's not walking guys, but he's not getting chase. He's not getting whiff, nothing. I mean, so Rockies should be able to score some runs here, and I don't think Tanner Gordon, this Rockies bullpen, is going to be able to hold it down either. So it would be over or nothing. But do I really want to subject myself to a Guardians and Rockies game where I have the over? If I bet a Rockies over, it always goes under. So under or nothing, or over or nothing, but really not even going to touch this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You Toast talk about the Rockies have been scoring runs. Okay, they got to Walter Gordon.
I'm saying it's nothing special, but it's enough to make me not be like, okay, under. That's all. Nothing
this
crazy.
Is still one of the worst lineups in baseball in the last month. I'm not betting this, so why am I even wasting? I don't want to even talk about it. Rays, Yankees. Oh, you know what? Let me get caught up in the voice chat. Went to do it yesterday, and they didn't have the. Oh, I'll get the voice chat ready, and we'll get caught up in the next one.
I swear to God, if the Twins go another, bases loaded with nothing, I'm gonna lose my mind.
There's no way they'll do it again. Not in the same game. They won't do that same thing.
That'll be the third time. They've had bases loaded twice and got 1 run.
Yeah, with no outs.
There was 1 out on the other one.
Yeah, there's no way that the Twins are going to do that again.
Come on, Brooks Lee.
So it's Max Fried at home against the Rays. At first glance, it's like, oh, yeah, Yankees should handle this one. Rays haven't really been hitting. It's Max Fried at home. Max Fried hasn't looked all that sharp his last 2 times out. I mean, he's not getting absolutely crushed, but he also doesn't look like a Cy Young candidate recently. Toast, what are your thoughts?
It would only be the Rays for me. I mean, I wish I would have played them last night. I couldn't do it, and I can't again because I don't think that they're a very good baseball team, and they used a lot of arms today in their bullpen. But I mean, Matt, you said it. I mean, not only has Max Fried not been good. I mean, it's not like it's like a couple starts. It's Toronto, Chicago, the Mets, Toronto again. Baltimore, I mean, all of them really wasn't that really great. I mean, 3 runs in 6 innings against Baltimore and 7 hits. I mean, I don't know if that's great. So be it. But, I mean, he had 1 good day in Cincinnati. Like, I mean, congratulations. That should be the freaking ball game.
Ball game.
Bang!
Ball game.
Never a fucking doubt.
Now we need Giants. Giants. I need the same miracle in San Francisco.
And but regardless, I just don't feel like the Yankees should be this big of favorites regardless. And I would feel this way if they had Judge in the lineup with Fried on the mound. So not that I can bet Tampa Bay because I don't really think that they're good enough for me to actually bet them and win the game. But the Yankees shouldn't be this big a price.
And Twins. So you guys want to see what we're talking about here, or what I was talking about with Fried? Look, I'm not saying, I want to be clear, I'm not saying Fried's a fade or anything like that. I'm just saying it hasn't been that sharp. I mean, on the road in Toronto, maybe we cut him a slack. Toronto's been one of the, if not the hottest lineup in baseball, but he also struggled at home against the Cubs. They really hit him up. Before that, the Mets, who also seem to be trending in the right direction, but they were able to score runs. Before that, Toronto again. So maybe you cut us some slack on the quality of opponents here. Toronto twice, both in Toronto. You got the Mets at Citi Field. The Cubs have been a solid lineup all year. It's tough to lay minus 208 with the Yankees with no Aaron Judge. And if I'm going to consider doing that, I want Max Fried looking like Cy Young Max Fried, honestly. I do think the Yankees win this game. That's not really a stretch. They're a minus 208 favorite. I think I would say the same exact thing I've been saying the last couple of Yankee games. Under a pass. I don't trust the Yankees lineup without Judge in it. I think it affects the way they pitch, not only without no Aaron Judge in the lineup, but also the way they pitch to the batters that would be surrounding him. I'd just be under a pass for me. Trev?
Yeah, Royals. Christ.
What was that?
Rays up. Yes, I know it's Max Fried. Yes, he has faced some decent lineups lately, but they minus 208 with a Yankees team that's judgeless and they just look lost completely. Not to mention Max Fried, second highest xFIP on the board versus righties tomorrow. Last three versus righties, 52 batters faced, 559 xFIP, a 7.5% strikeout rate, 11.5% walk rate, 22% whiff. His first pitch strike, 53%. He's given up a 7% barrel. That's good. But, I mean, other than that, he's given up fly balls. At 170, you got to bet the Rays. Like, they are loaded down with righties. Fried has really struggled with righties. And now you're going to miss, obviously the biggest bat in your lineup. At plus 170, I'll go down with the ship. I'm going to take the Rays.
I was going to say, and you're also not going to have Weaver and Hill, two of your top three arms in the Yankees bullpen as well.
Not to mention Boyle actually hasn't been that bad.
No,
I'd probably, if I was to jump on the bet with you guys, I'd probably go with the plus 1.5.
I was just about to say something like that. I wouldn't hate that in this situation right here.
It looks like you can get it around the minus 110, but I'll keep my under up. Let's move on to the next one. Dodgers Reds in Great America. I bet this game, but it's a system play. Joking, obviously. No, it's just
people. I got like 5 DMs about that. I'm like, you guys need to learn how to take a joke. You're so funny to me.
No, I mean, I bet the under. Yes, because I think both starting pitchers could pitch well. By the way, it looks like Lodolo's getting his shit together. Not only pitching well recently, but pitching well at home recently, which was kind of what we were concerned about earlier in the year, was his ability to be productive at home at Great American, right? So pitching well at home. Glass now is on the mound. I do have the under, but the main reason I have the under is, holy shit, man. I think the Reds are 16-3 to the under in their last 19, 11-1 to the under in their last 12 at home. The Reds team has just been automatic unders. So at what point it's just like, maybe we just bet it until it stops happening. It's truly been nothing but under. You know what? I'll pull it up so you can see. It's been nothing but under here with the Reds. 1 second. I'll pull it right on the screen so you guys can see it. They're just because just to show you that I'm not exaggerating here. So here are the Reds' recent games. Here we go. July 28th. Under, over, under, push, over, under. It's just been nothing but unders here with the Reds. A lot of them at home as well. So the Reds have just been a straight under team. I did bet it. I got a minus 108 on DraftKings at the 9. I think this might close at 8.5 as well, given the starting pitchers too. So yeah, under. Toast is on a Dodgers team total over, so the opposite.
Kinda. I mean, I don't hate the under. I mean, I didn't know what to expect from Tyler Glass now. So I was kind of going back and forth on this one. I knew I wanted to fade Lodolo, not because of Trevor or anything like that. I know I like to joke with him about it, but he is coming off of one of the longest performances of his career, or sorry, as far as pitch count is concerned, with 105 pitches and 9 innings in Washington. So I do think that there is kind of like a Christopher Sanchez type of situation, just like we saw with the White Sox today. Like, it's just a lot to take there. And then on top of that, yes, he has been really good at home, but I mean, against Miami, the Padres, the Yankees, that's a solid one. In Minnesota, I mean, only the Yankees of those teams really like kind of scare me as far as offensively is concerned. He looked somewhat, I mean, the Cubs kind of got to him a little bit. The White Sox kind of got to him a little bit. And before that, we knew it wasn't great. So I do think that this Dodgers offense got a little bit of breath of fresh air today. They finally got some hits with runners in scoring position. Mookie Betts got on base. Teoscar did it in the first inning. We saw them tack on some runs late as well. So that was a positive. The reason that I didn't play on the Dodgers personally is because I think the same thing with Tyler Glass. Now we know that he's been working his way back from injury. Obviously his last 2 starts have been fantastic, but again, his last start at home against Minnesota, 106 pitches. He only had 88 pitches, 88 and 85 prior to that. So that's like an extra 20 some pitches that he just had to pitch. And now he's got to go to hot ass Cincinnati and pitch there. I just don't know what I'm going to get out of Tyler Glass now. And that Dodgers bullpen is not a unit that I trust. So I think the Dodgers.
I disagree. I think you're too hard on the Dodgers bullpen. I think it's gotten too far. There's a lot of talent in the bullpen, and I think they're going to start pitching.
Like who?
I don't know. Their 5th and 6th arms are Diaz, and I'll pull it up. They've got
Diaz, who's been in Major League Baseball for like what, 2 weeks?
That's what I'm saying. There's talent in it. Here, I'll pull it up.
If there was talent, he would have never got DFA'd from the Reds.
All right. Kirby Yates is the 5th arm there. Diaz, Banda. Okay, Banda I'm not the biggest fan of. Kasparius, Vesia, okay, Trennan's back.
Yeah, he went tonight too.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of talent.
It's all right.
Whatever.
They haven't really shown it.
TV Jones. You're a Padres fan, and it shows when you talk about this.
It has nothing to do with it.
I know that they haven't been good. I'm just saying they have a lot of talent. TV Jones.
Yeah, I like the under already, and then you brought up that beautiful stat, how they're like 16-3 or whatever to the under.
It's crazy.
I didn't know it was like that. I know they've been going under. I didn't know they were just living under. I mean, Glasnow's been really good lately. I mean, coming back, he's going 5, 6, and 7 innings, giving up 1 earned, walked 5 total guys, struck out 23, and given up a grand total of 9 hits in those 3 games that he's come back. So, I mean, he's been fine, and the Reds' offense hasn't looked great. Dodgers' offense hasn't looked great. I think Lodolo will be fine. And what's his nuts? Glasnow is one of the better guys. He's the best guy on the board versus righties tomorrow, and the Reds are always loaded down with righties. 158 xFIP, I mean, a .19 expected ERA, 32% chase, 45.5% strikeout, 3% walk rate. I mean, he's been really, really good. 34% whiff. Now, I like the under. I don't trust the Dodgers offense to really go nuclear. I don't trust the Reds offense to really go nuclear. I know it's Great American, but they've been going under. And so I'll take that. And I don't even hate a Glasnow strikeout prop, potentially, whatever it is. I haven't looked. But there's just something I like there. But game-wise, it's going to be the under for me in this one.
Giants leadoff double.
Would you just take a picture?
I was going to pull it up on the screen so I could show these guys what I'm looking at. Because I have the Giants game up here. But I'm on the under. Next game. Red Sox Twins in Minnesota. Oh, real quick, let's do the voice chat. So I'm falling behind here. Voice chat. Let's start with the first game, which is Arizona. I told you it was all Detroit. It's Detroit down the board. Jacob, OT, Charles, Asted, and Trevor. You already heard. Rockies Guardians, first 3 under, first 5 under for Boba and Jacob. Charles is on the Rockies first 5. Asted's on the Rockies. OT's on the under. Rays, Yankees. Jacob's on the Rays first 5 plus a run. OT's on the Rays. Max Fried over strikeouts for Boba. Roger, the new guy in the chat, first 5 under in the Rays, Yankees. Whoops. Dodgers, Reds in Great American. Charles on the Reds. Everyone else on the under. No, that's where we left off. All right, Boston, Minnesota. I kind of planned on cursing the Twins out, and I'm kind of a Twins guy now.
Twins guy.
I'm kind of a Twins guy. I'm feeling up on the Twins right now. Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, that game never should have came down to that. They should have been up 5-3. Like, they should have won that game. So Giolito, Pearson, Ole.
I don't know. I was hoping you went first.
You want me to talk about Pearson Ole? I don't know.
I know I can talk about him. I just didn't want to have to pronounce his name first. That's all.
ChatGPT, who is Pearson Ole?
No, I know he's been really he's one of these guys that he's started in single A for them as a reliever, and he's worked his way all the way up, and now here he is in their major league. So obviously the injuries and the Paddock being traded and all that stuff is a huge thing for him, and now he's going to get his cup of coffee in the Major League Baseball, getting a start here against the Boston Red Sox. So I don't really know what to expect from him or how long you're going to get him for. But he doesn't really go deep into games as far as when he's pitching in minor league baseball. It's only like 3 or 4 innings. So I would expect 2 or 3 innings from him, and then going off of whatever else you get from that Minnesota bullpen. So I kind of want to bet on Boston here. I kind of want to see Giolito get right before I put my money on him again, but he has looked really bad his last couple starts, both of them on the road, just like this one is. But Chicago and Philadelphia, I do think that those offenses, especially in their houses, are a lot more difficult to pitch against than this Twins team. But as we saw this Twins team, like we just talked about, we got lucky in the 9th, but we also can all agree that we probably should have never been lucky to get there. They probably could have put up 8 or 9 runs if they got a couple hits there. So I lean Boston. I don't really know if I can actually bet it, though.
Durant should have been closing that out. He was pitching that should have been, yeah. So I don't know how I feel about Giolito. I liked him back in the day, so I can't say I was completely surprised that he started pitching well, but do I really expect it to swing back around? Giolito has shown – we've seen many faces of Giolito, and although Giants just scored a runner on first – 6-5 runner on first. So we've seen
2 lucky comebacks today?
I know. Honestly, the way I lost the Guardians, Rockies, and the Twins, I'm not calling that lucky.
Yeah, it'd be even. Yeah,
I'm not calling the Twins win lucky because it was bullshit that we were. All right. Anyway, so I don't know if I trust Giolito to come back around, and the Twins. I feel like the lineup is hitting a little bit better. Does anyone know the status of Buxton? Was he on the IL or was he day to day?
No, he's day to day. So
pain tolerance thing.
I guess. I mean, he's one of these guys that's just really hard to figure out what you're going to get from him.
Right. TV Jones, you have anything here? Because I kind of lean the other way. I want to go back to look. Why would I turn my back on the Twins after they were so kind to me tonight?
Yeah, no, Twins for me too. -102. Yeah, Pearson Ole, he doesn't go deep, 4 innings or so, but he hasn't been terrible. I mean, stupid stat, but his night games, he's got a 1.79 ERA in the minors versus 3.38 in day games. Very stupid stat, but I mean, he's still it's just a little something there, but he's been fine. It's not like he's getting absolutely just shelled or rocked. And Giolito, yeah, he's kind of, you never know what you're going to get. He's either going to be good or he can get hit up. And the Twins had how many chances to score runs today? I mean, they still had guys on. I think given the chance again tomorrow, they actually come through with some hits and score some runs here. I mean, tonight was a huge game. I mean, you come back and win in the 9th inning after a rain delay. I think they kind of build on it a little bit. And Old goes pretty well, gives up 1 or 2, goes 4 innings or so. But then you got the bullpen coming in. But I think the Twins' bats are going to come to life a little bit tomorrow. They had chances tonight, didn't do it. I think they show up again tomorrow and get this done. So give me the Twins at even money here.
What kind of numbers am I getting here? +100.
And honestly, now that I'm looking at these bullpens, I wouldn't hit an over either. Just because, like, for instance, like like Boston isn't like super terrible, but like Chapman, we don't even know if he's hurt or not. They'll have Whitlock, but Weisert's back-to-back days. They used Hicks, obviously. They used Bernardino. They use Alcara. So if Giolito doesn't go deep into this game, I mean, it's not like they're going to use Garrett Whitlock in the 4th or the 5th inning or 5th or 6th inning or whatever. So. And then as far as the Twins are concerned, the same type of thing. Duran isn't going to go. Stewart's is going to be back-to-back days. So there's definitely some holes there in certain spots.
I kind of want to bet the Twins.
I don't hate it.
I don't think. Okay, so the way I'm looking at it, look, Giolito, yes, starting pitching advantage over Ole, but I don't consider the Red Sox to be that considerably better than the Twins. Honestly, maybe if I need to see, I'd like to see the status of Buxton, because when he was officially ruled out, I got smoked in the market. I had a minus 120, it went down to like minus 104. Then when they raised the limits to 20K, actually, this is a crazy one. And we were talking about this in the group. I'll pull it up on the screen. We're seeing this pattern a lot, and we saw it again in the Twins game. So I made a terrible bet. I bet it on the left. I bet the Twins at minus 120. Awful bet. It went all the way down to where Boston was kind of considerably favored. Then if you look to the right, when they raised limits to 20,000, I mean, we saw serious buyback on the Twins. So sportsbooks got nuked with Twins money when they raised the limits late. So maybe I wait and play the Twins at a better number. Maybe we see the same sort of pattern here.
I need your boy Yastrzemski right now, Kyle. Right now.
I would love it. Cubs, Brewers, Trevor, is it circled?
This whole series is circled. Winners come out best team in baseball and with the lead in the division. Fly that out, Craig, you loser. F that guy. We do not stand for Craig Counsell around here anymore. But no, it's Quinn Priester's going tomorrow. I mean, what are we doing? They've won their last 10 Quinn Priester starts. They look damn good. They go down 3-0 after the umps and the MLB made the call. We need to get the Cubs in here, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. We keep fighting. Sal Frelick came back today, looked great.
Hold on.
Cheerio.
I just want to make it clear. The MLB did not call the umps and said, we got to get the Cubs in here.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. If you would have, did you see that strike 3 call that they didn't call on Suzuki? That was ridiculous. Regardless,
right. The MLB called the Cubs. They called the umps, and we're like, we need to put the Cubs over, like it's a WWE match.
Squeeze Mizorowski on that zone, and they sure did. But it doesn't matter. I mean, Brewers money line minus 120. Quinn Priester's an absolute stud. McGill only threw 3 today. Uribe did go. Anderson went a little bit. Koenig and Mears both showed up, and somehow we didn't lose the game. So that was a miracle in itself. But I don't think Mears is going to go tomorrow. If he does, it's not going to be a long leash. This lineup is hitting top to bottom. We got Frelick back. Other than Joey Ortiz, without his glove, he would be in AA right now at best. He's just an absolute bomb. Take an under hit or something if you wanted him tomorrow. I absolutely do not hate it. I might do it. But Brewers look good. The bullpen's been good. Bats are cooking. I don't know why you don't back Quinn Priester here. He's been an absolute monster for us this year. I was not a fan of him to start the year, and he grew on me, and now I am a huge Priest guy. Love the Priest.
I tried to tell you earlier in the year. You didn't want to listen.
You did, because I'm a Central guy. I've seen him plenty in Pittsburgh. I was like, this guy's trash. Well, but hey, the Brewers can fix anybody.
I Toast can vouch. I was a Priester guy since he was a prospect in the Pirates system. I was like the first one on Priester, bro. So Toast, before you go, I really want to take the Cubs here, and I'll let you go. I didn't bet it. I really want to take the Cubs at this number. The way I look at these two teams, I think they're pretty close. I mean, obviously, look at the standings; they're 1 game apart. I would put these teams pretty close, but with a right-hand pitcher on the mound, I would favor the Cubs. And if there's a lefty on the mound for the Brewers like there was today, I would say that gives the advantage to the Brewers. I like this Cubs lineup against righties. They've been one of the best lineups in baseball against righties consistently throughout the whole year. The Brewers have been winning games. They've been playing great. The offensive numbers don't look very explosive here. I mean, the last couple weeks, this is a slightly below average lineup against righties. This hasn't been a particularly dangerous home lineup. Again, so they're winning games, but I mean, this Cubs lineup, when it comes to when there's a righty on the mound, I mean, this Cubs lineup has been rock solid all year. So Mizorowski pitched today. Now that they're throwing the Priest out there, who I like, I kind of think that swings the advantage over to the Cubs, and I think this would be the game where I think the Cubs should close at like minus 112, minus 115. So I really want to take the Cubs at plus 100. I haven't done it. I haven't done it yet, and it would be fun to root against Trevor in the Discord through the game. I really want to bet this, Toast.
Yeah, I think for me, okay, I think you know what you said about the Toronto and the Yankees series when you were just essentially taking whatever team was at plus money. It's kind of very similar
with that shit.
Yeah, this kind of feels like that to me. I didn't bet this game. I just wanted to say that because there's a couple things. I think that Priester's been really good. I don't think that this is like a flash in the pan. I think he's going to continue to be good. There's a lot of people that I trust and stuff that really like what they've seen from him and continue. And what he's done at home has been really, really impressive as well. My issue is Giants just lost. My issue is the bullpen for Milwaukee. I know that the pitch counts are very, very small, but McGill's still back-to-back days, only 11 total pitches. Uribe back-to-back days, only 20 total pitches. Koenig 2 of the last 3, only 24 pitches. But Mears also went. Anderson went. Myers went. They're both, Hall and Anderson are 2 of the last 3. Everybody in that freaking Milwaukee bullpen, even though that the pitch count is small, is 2 of the last 3 days. And Chicago has everybody essentially rested and available in their bullpen besides Chris Flexen. I just don't.
Let's do it.
I just, and there's not, I mean, who's the lefties that are going to kill you in Milwaukee's lineup if you're Colin Ray? I mean,
75-year-old Yelich.
And I'm not, and this isn't me going after Trevor either. Like, I'm really, that's
this is me going after Trevor.
I'm just saying, like, the Brewers are really good to me. You can put the Cubs up to me. If it's, especially if I get like plus 100.
I just got plus 105 right now.
Okay. I'm in. All right.
You guys are completely disrespecting this lineup. Sal Frelick, Bryce Terang, Contreras, Yelich,
Sal Frelick's
absolute
been
monster.
back from injury for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And look at what he did today.
What did he do?
Took Boyd's sorry ass deep. No problem.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Isaac Collins has been an absolute monster too. Durbin's been great. Churio's been great. This whole lineup is hitting other than Joey Ortiz.
Durbin has been so good that I don't even think people realize how good that kid's been. Very impressive.
The whole lineup has been.
I'm on the Cubs. Plus 105.
But he's not a lefty. He's not a lefty. That's what I was worried about because Colin Ray should be able to handle the righties.
Next.
Bring it on.
Good point. I hope. I don't know.
Phillies, White Sox. I did it. Look, it's obviously a high risk play.
I don't even think it's like that high risk. I just think that the price is off.
I mean, the White Sox bullpen is a little bit on the tax side.
Okay.
I played the plus 175. I mean, it's getting to the point where I don't know how you can expect the White Sox lineup to get. They just continue to smoke left-handed pitching every single time. That's 4 in a row where they've killed. And they got to Christopher Sanchez today. Nobody's been hitting that guy. He hasn't allowed more than 1 earned run in a start in like 3 months. Legitimately 3 months since Christopher Sanchez allowed more than 1 earned run in a start. Like it might have been 2.5 months, but it's been a long time. The White Sox had 7 hits and 4 earned runs off them.
And homers, like 2-run shots. It's not like they're dribblers and leaders. Yeah.
OT in the voice chat was reading off the numbers. The White Sox against lefties in the last 30 days, they're not just in first. They're in first by a mile in barrel percentage, in hard hit percentage, in WRC plus. So it's getting to the point where this isn't a fluke. This team is seeing,
and they don't chase. They make you pitch to them. There's like a lot of positive things. It's almost like somebody said that when he played their season win total over. I don't remember.
I played the plus 175. It's the White Sox against a lefty again. Look, the Phillies are the considerable better team. They're going to have the advantage late in the game. It's a plus 175. It is what it is. I took the White Sox. Toast.
Yeah, I played over again. Obviously, it didn't come through for me today, but the White Sox did their job. This team has a whole bunch of young prospects. I mean, the more that they play together, the more that they get comfortable in Major League Baseball, the better they're going to be. Does that mean, do I think they're going to be the best lineup versus left-handed pitching for a long time? No, probably not. But they're hitting the ball really, really well right now, and there's no reason to try to fade them. And then as far as the Phillies are concerned, again, they let me down today. They had multiple shots. Jonathan Cannon's been actually somewhat decent, but I mean, against some lackluster competition, Philly does still have really good numbers versus right-handed pitching and on the road. I played the over. Oh, and by the way, the weather's really good in Chicago tomorrow as well. So I played the over. It's going to be I think 80 degrees with like 7 or 8 mile an hour winds blowing out as well. So yeah, I played the over 8.5.
TV Jones.
Yeah, White Sox over 3.5. Props to you for putting your nuts on the table with the White Sox money line, but I'll just say I'll take the over 3.5 at even money. I mean, they've been hitting up lefties for a minute now.
Even money is in plus 100 or minus 110.
Yeah, plus 100. Sorry. And now you're getting a back-to-back lefty. Luzardo has shown, yes, he's looked better after he figured out the whole tipping pitches thing, but he showed that he can get hit up this year. It's great weather tomorrow. White Sox are crushing lefties. I'll take the plus 100 on this. I mean, they're at home. They should probably be losing going into the 9th. I mean, I hope not. So you hit yours, I'll take like a 4-1 final or something. Or I'm sorry. We'll go 7-2 final so everybody goes home happy here. But yeah, White Sox score some runs, keep it rolling. Back-to-back lefties. Luzardo not as good as Sanchez in my opinion, so they should have some success here. So I think we're going to get some runs.
All right, to on to the next game. Rose Jr., you need to stop gambling, man. No disrespect. He goes,
What?
Listen to these comments. He goes, favorites never. This guy in the comments says, favorites never win in the MLB. I can't even hit a 4-leg. Like, dude, if you're parlaying a bunch of favorites, just don't stop gambling. Go pick a new hobby, dude. I don't mean that to be disrespectful, but geez. Braves on the road in Kansas City. Braves are plus 106. Oh, I think I placed a bet in this. Oh, yeah.
You did. I bet this because of you.
Yeah. No, I did. And
I thought this was sketchy, and then you bet it. And I was like,
is sketchy. I bet the Royals just solely on the price, and maybe there's something I'm missing. We'll see. I just want to bring up, let's see if the price has moved at all. Kansas City. My headphones keeps falling off here. Kansas City. No, you could still get minus 125, which is what I got. I don't really understand why they're giving us that. Seth Lugo on the mound, who just got his contract. You could argue that the Royals' bats have even been better than the Braves, but if you want to say the Braves have the hitting advantage, I'll give you that. But the Royals have the rested bullpen. The Braves don't. It's Seth Lugo against Eric Fetty. Eric Fetty's been getting smoked every single time out. Granted, he's wearing a new uniform, so maybe he comes out with the new pitching coach with a new pitch mix or some shit. Maybe takes a pitch out, adds a pitch, who knows. It's a sketchy one that I feel like everyone's going to be on, but I took the Royals at minus 125.
Yeah, the only thing that's like kind of like worries me, I guess, is that Seth Lugo does have significantly worse splits versus lefties, and Atlanta can definitely throw a whole bunch of lefty bats out there. Profar, Olsen, Baldwin, Harris, Albies. Are those guys that great? Not really. I mean, if you look at their game logs versus righty starters, they're not really doing much. So I agree that this number feels, like I said, it was a little bit short, but I mean, the Royals, as much as we like to talk shit about their offense, and we can do that pretty easily, I mean, they have been hitting some right-handed starters over the last week or so. So there's enough there on the table with the bullpen and the bats for the Royals to starting to heat up finally. And now that Cleveland's kind of somewhat dead in the water, whatever you want to say, and that maybe that puts a little bit of life in this Royals for the division. But yeah, I bet the Royals with Kyle as well.
So yes, Circa just opened this one up. Royals have minus 124. I like that. I'm Pinnacle, shaded heavily towards Kansas City. I would imagine we should get some closing line value on this one. And the guy said, Kyle, you said I don't mean to be disrespectful, and then you shat on him. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. There's two ways to look at that. You could say, oh, I shat on the guy, or you could say that was probably the best advice anyone could have given him, honestly. Maybe it was a little harsh, but TV Jones.
Yeah, it would be an over. The Braves offense looked pretty good tonight. I think Lugo can get hit up here, and then Eric Fetty. I mean,
even after getting his bag, he got.
That's even more of a reason. Sitting fan happy at a Kansas City steakhouse.
He put on some weight since getting a contract 36 hours
steak
ago.
And tater.
Yeah, man. No, he's been sitting at a steakhouse. Living large. He's not worried about this.
Are you implying that Seth Lugo could not afford a steakhouse last week?
Not this kind of dinner. He just got paid.
That's some spread. That'd be some spread.
It's a
Yeah,
Kansas City barbecue.
He ordered everything on the menu, and he's just like, you know what? I don't even need a box to take it home. We're good.
type of dinner that includes some ladies of the night.
Potentially. I don't know if he's married or not, but he's got enough money to play some discreet ball.
I was gonna say, where's that bad when you got big like that?
Yeah,
you keep things on the DL a little bit easier. Over 9. I think Fetty's going to get absolutely hit up. I think Kansas City. It's terrible or terrifying betting a Kansas City over in their home park, but. They didn't look too bad tonight. Fermin hit the ball pretty hard a couple times. He just couldn't find any grass. They could have brought in some more runs too. So I think Fetty gets hit up. I think Lugo can get hit up. I think both these teams score 4 or 5 runs. So I like the over. And let's go 6-5 Kansas City.
Someone said, Kyle, the Redskins name is coming back. I could care. You can change their name to the Washington Shithead. I don't give it. I don't know why everyone cares what the name is, why they changed it, or why they want to change it. Who cares, honestly? I think they're just
stupid they changed it.
I just need to know what the 3-digit abbreviation is going to be. That's all I care about.
You're right. That's all I care about either.
I think it was dumb they changed it, but the football team was better.
That'll change my graphics.
No, obviously, I think that it was kind of dumb they changed it too, but I don't care. Like, it didn't affect me. I don't care. I don't care if they change it back. I think team names is kind of dumb. Like, we're the Cardinals. Like, we're the Warriors. I think the European soccer teams, it's like Arsenal. They should be just like Washington. Like, I think that's sick. The city represent the city. I think the team name is like, what is this, Little League? Like, oh, you're the Raiders. That's adorable. I think the team name's is dumb to begin with. Marlins on the road in St. Louis. Kind of want to bet the fish. What do you think, TV Jones?
I do too. I think Sandy Alcantara is gonna start to look a little bit better here. I mean, he had a nice outing against the Padres the last outing, and now granted that was at home, but Miami's been a real heavy over park. Now he's going to go to St. Louis. St. Louis offense didn't look amazing tonight. Yes, they put up all those runs, but those were late. I think Miami's going to get this done. I mean, they're 8-1-1 in their last 10 series too, so they've been winning games. They're hitting. Sandy looked good his last time. I think this is a nice spot to continue that after what St. Louis did tonight. So Miami looked awful, and I think and they let Palante just abused them. Like, they couldn't do anything against him. So Sonny Gray, he does have that implodability factor. I mean, it does happen. And Miami, their offense hasn't been bad. They've been good. Granted, what happened tonight doesn't say that, but I still think they've been fine overall. They're winning series, which means they're winning games. So getting a 140, just because Sandy's had a rough year up until the last couple, I think it's a little asinine. So I'll take the fish at plus 140.
Yeah. Well, you guys, if you watched last night, you know that I was strongly considering betting the Cardinals. Obviously, I wish I did. They won comfortably. I really liked that one. Thought the Cardinals at minus 120 was a steal with the Marlins just flying in and the bullpen on the tax side and all that. Well, the bullpen on the tax side no longer exists. The just flying in no longer exists, obviously, because they played there today. Yeah, you upgrade the Cardinals pitcher from Palante to Sonny Gray, of course, but to swing the price almost 50 whole cents seems like a dramatic overreaction, especially with Marlins are going to have their bullpen arms rested. By the way, bullpen arms that have been weirdly good. I'm not saying the Marlins bullpen is good. They've been pitching pretty well. Enriquez and Bender and those guys. In the last 30 days, this is a top 5 bullpen, and they're rested. So I just don't really... I think they swung the price way too far the other way here. Not to mention I've been saying over and over again that I think these numbers are a little inflated, but you can't argue this Marlins lineup continues to be green everywhere in these charts. A top 10 road lineup in the last 30 days, a top 10 lineup against right-handed pitching. I lean towards the fish. I think this price moved way too far the other way. What do you think, Toast?
FanDuel hung an 8.5 out there. I played under. You can't get those anymore. I paid 130 for it, but you have Sonny Gray off of just absolute torchings his last 2 starts, 22 hits in just under 9 innings. I expect him to pitch well here at home against this Fish team that, yes, their numbers do look very good, but if you look at their numbers versus the righty starters that they're seeing. They're really not doing a whole bunch against them. Sandy's kind of the wild card for me, but like Trevor, I think Trevor mentioned as well that this Cardinals offense really isn't doing much. I mean, they destroyed Yu Darvish, but Kolek pitched well against them. Randy Vasquez pitched well against them. Pivetta pitched well against them. Tanner Gordon pitched well against them. I'm not going to keep on going down the list, but you can continue to go. So as long as Sandy doesn't just get absolutely torched here, I think we're going to be all right. And Kyle touched on this as well. Both of these bullpens have been pretty damn good. The Cardinals bullpen has been essentially a top 10 unit for pretty much all year long. And this, excuse me, and the Marlins bullpen has been like around the top 15 or something like that. So it hasn't been absolutely terrible. So that, at least how some people make it assume. So yeah, I played under 8.5.
Mauricio just tied the game.
I told you, a young goat.
Bro, your team is ass.
Oh, you gave up a 5-run lead in 2 innings, and my team's ass.
Toast, I can't even remember the last time my team lost a baseball game.
Same.
It's nice being the 2 hottest teams in the lead, isn't it, Trevor?
Yeah, it is. It's nice being the best team in baseball too.
I'm okay with that because I've been saying.
How are you the best team in baseball? Wait, what's your logic on that?
Go take a gander at the MLB standings for the overall.
We have the same record. We have the same record.
No, you look right now. We have the better record. The game ain't over. The game ain't over. I'm trying
to put this somewhere where it doesn't like break the whatever. Let's move on.
Have I not been speaking about Ronnie the Young Goat for months now, guys?
Just saying. Ronnie the
Potentially, I don't remember.
Have you been calling him Ronnie the Young Goat?
Oh my God, yes. It all started when he started in Colorado.
Yo, Toast. Oh, so anyone that doesn't know what happened with Toast Bet in this one, so I was actually watching this, rooting for Toast Bet. He had Astros.
So lucky.
Yeah, I had an extra TV, so I threw it on, and I was just sweating a bet I didn't even place. I was sweating Toast Astros first 5-run line. It was 0-0, bottom of the 5th. Astros are up 2 outs, and I turn it off and go upstairs. And then I look in the next inning, and they had hit a solo home run. So Toast cast his bet on a miracle solo home run in the bottom.
Dubon too?
I don't know.
I did the same thing as Kyle did. I was so pissed off in the bottom of the 5th after the first 2 outs that my kid's like, "Can I go ride the 4-wheeler?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's get the hell outside." I'm so pissed off. And then I opened up my computer to watch outside a little bit, and I saw a 1 on the screen. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
that was such a bad bet. Minus 145 too with a team that can't hit. What an idiot.
Yeah, bad bet. Soroka
It was
Jason Alexander.
I was so convinced that they were going to score some runs off of Lord, and like after the first 2 innings, I was like, "What a terrible bet!"
It's not that I didn't. It's not like I completely hated the bet. It's just, that's expensive for a team that doesn't hit. That's not hitting.
Yeah.
I would have went with first 5 under. But anyway, Nats Astros again. Jason Alexander against Soroka. Either you guys want to talk about this one?
I really don't. I tried to look at this a couple of different ways. I don't understand how you make an argument for either one of these teams, honestly. I think both of these teams could score. I think that we could see a 0-0 game through 9. I know that doesn't help anybody, but I couldn't find anything. Soroka's been good. Yeah, I can't find anything.
TV Jones, anything, or you want to skip to the next one?
It would just be under. I mean,
can't argue with that.
No faith in either of these offenses. I know it's a righty instead of Fromber going for Houston, and George Costanza's going, or whatever the hell that dude's name is. But it would still be under. I mean, no faith in Houston, no faith in Washington. I think this is a good spot for both these guys to look pretty good tomorrow.
I'm surprised you know who that is, Trevor.
I like Seinfeld.
I actually knew that one.
You're pretty shitty with references. You're not as bad
Me?
as Toast. Yeah, you're not as bad as Toast though.
How am I bad with references?
Bro, you didn't,
All I do is
you didn't know
golf.
who Thanos was.
Oh, that's freaking superhero.
Only the
movies.
most watched movie ever. Cubs. Brewers,
I'm not a sheep. I don't follow.
OT's on the.
Bet you have an iPhone though.
Yeah, right. OT's on the
Have one
Brewers.
forever.
Jacobs on the Brewers. Charles is on the over. Phillies, White Sox. White Sox and over everywhere. Jacob, OT, Boba, Charles, Astead, White Sox and over. Royals. Everyone's on the Royals too. Jacob and OT. No one. Nothing here. Nothing here. All right, next. What is the next game? We got 4 left. Rangers, Angels. Angels end up winning tonight. It was 6-3, right?
I believe they did.
I think it was
6-4.
6-4, but yeah, they won.
I didn't watch a single pitch of that game.
I watched a couple, and then I just didn't want to deal with it. I was bored.
You guys know I'm not a Kikuchi guy. I think he's overvalued right now because people are reacting to what we've seen recently and kind of forgetting the Baltimore days and the Toronto days. There were dark days for Kikuchi. So I want to take Texas for the very simple reason that I think I'm getting a much better baseball team at plus 105. That being said, I haven't really looked at it, so I'm just spitballing. Start from there.
Yeah, 100% agree. Not only that, we have a Texas team that we see starting to kind of surge right now. I know that Patrick Corbin isn't a guy that we're always, running to the window to back, but again, he's been very solid this year. Has he had his ups and a couple down starts? Absolutely. But again, over his last 4 or 5 starts, I mean, he's been more than serviceable. I mean, three runs on 8 hits against Baltimore at home right after they saw him previously to that isn't a bad start. 6 innings, 2 runs against the Padres. I know that they can't hit, but that's another good start. He faced this Angels team, went 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs as well, Detroit and Sacramento. So he's been pitching just fine, and it's not like this Angels offense is just lighting up left-handed pitching. I know that the numbers look great, but they have like a couple big blow-up games. And besides that, if you take out the Brandon Walker game, the Ranger Suarez game, I mean, besides that, it's kind of like mediocre for me personally. And then it's when we get to Kikuchi is concerned. What do we know about Kikuchi? Can really, really get righties or lefties out, kind of really struggles to get righties out. And there is going to be a shit ton of righties in that Rangers lineup tomorrow. The only true lefty in that lineup tomorrow is going to be Corey Seager. Every single other Ranger is going to hit from the right-handed side. I think to get the Rangers at plus money is an absolute crazy, crazy number. So the only reason I haven't bet it is because I want to watch it. I will be betting Texas tomorrow. I just don't know what the number is going to be.
I got this message here. So I don't know what the exact link is. Just search Kyle Kirms in it. So, and I said it the other day. For everyone that's been listening on the audio version, it's like growing really fast. I was very surprised by that. So it just search Kyle Kirms and it comes up. I don't have the link. But yeah, I agree. And what I was just looking at is right here, Toast. Angels bullpen. Jansen's gone back to back. Yeah. Jansen's gone back-to-back days. Zephyrhan threw 28 pitches. I mean, they have arms. Detmer's available.
Yeah.
Burke's available. So they'll be fine if Kikuchi's able to give them 6 and some change. So it's not a catastrophe, but then you add on the fact that if Kikuchi gets into some trouble and for whatever reason isn't able to go past 5, there's definitely some gaps that need to be filled. I doubt they use Detmer's if they're losing as well.
Oh. Yeah, I will say, though, this is another one of those situations where this is like they've already seen these guys a bunch of times as well. So I don't know if that some people like knowing that. Some people don't care. This is like the 3rd time the Rangers are going to see Kikuchi. I
don't know because I feel like that favors the pitcher as well.
I know, but a lot of people. The only reason I said that is because a lot of people when I say that they'd be like, "Hey, you didn't tell me that he had already pitched twice against them. You're always the one that always tells me that." So I try to throw it in there.
So is Patrick? Someone just said it in the comments here. Someone said Corbin's back. Someone said it. I just saw it. I missed it, but someone said Corbin's back, and I mean, is he right? We're talking about back-to-back great starts. He pitched into the 6th inning, just 5 hits and an earned run. Against the A's, pitched into the 6th inning, a shutout against the Tigers. He just saw the Angels, and the Angels did hit him up a little bit, but just 2 runs. Good start against the Padres. Corbin's been solid. TV Jones, do we back Corbin?
Heck no, over 8.5. Kikuchi's been giving up runs lately. I mean, he's given up 3-2, 3-4, 2. He's given up 2-0, 2-1 home runs. He's walking guys. His strikeouts are going down. He's given up hits. Texas just saw him earlier this month. They got him for 4 runs, 2 a home run, 2 walks off 6 hits. Corbin also been, he's been solid, but he's due to get hit up. And the Angels haven't been terrible versus lefties. I mean, they've gotten 1, 6, 4, 2, 2, 3, 0 off Crochet, 7, 3, 2, 2. Like they're consistently getting hits, and these guys are going like 4 or 5 innings. So you're gonna get the Rangers bullpen in there too. I know they've looked a little bit better, but it's gonna be great hitting weather. It's gonna be wind blowing out. It's gonna be like 88 degrees tomorrow. I think both these guys get hit up. I already bet the over 8.5 in this game.
Next,
somebody wrote in the comments the Mets are tripping right now. Jake Cronenworth just tried to bunt. And
got thrown out in 3rd.
He's the only guy left on the Padres that can freaking hit.
Thinking that was a coach's call.
I wasn't paying. I couldn't pay attention close enough, so I don't know.
This Johnson
It didn't
gets
look,
2
it
for
didn't
4
look
tonight.
like it. No.
S-
Johnson's been decent. Yeah, he's been actually trying.
What do you think? What do you think of this price here? The Mets minus 121, and I get that the Mets have been playing better baseball than the Padres recently, absolutely. But do I really consider the Mets to be that much better than the Padres, where they're minus 120 favorites on the road? I guess I could see it if you think Manaea's all the way back and you trust him fully. I think this is a little too pricey, honestly, and I would lean towards the Padres side, but I can't bet it. If the Mets win this game, I'm not betting against the Mets, who just won 8 in a row. So, yeah, I'm really up in the air on this one. Everyone likes the Mets in the voice chat, and I understand why. They just keep winning games, but I think that we're starting to get a little pricey here. It's not like the Padres are the freaking Pirates. They're a playoff team on the road, laying minus 120 on the road. That's a considerable favorite. So, Toast, what do you think of this price?
I agree with it 100%. It's so Darvish isn't going to pitch, so they're going to bring Bergert up. I mean, you can maybe expect 3 or 4 innings with him. But again, guys, I only bet the Padres if they have the A squad. They're not going to have it today because Morihone, Estrada, Adams, Suarez, Morgan all pitched today. That gives them all 2 of the last 3 days. That's just not a spot that you want to be in when you're betting on the Padres. So there's just no spot in this there's no spot in this game where I feel like the Padres have an advantage personally. So if they were to get to Manaea, I guess so be it. But not really an offense that I'm trying to back in a spot where I don't have a starting pitching or any type of pitching advantage either. So the Padres have been somewhat feasible, I guess, versus lefties. But I do think that if you take out like the Mackenzie Gore start, those numbers are pretty damn bad. So it would only be the Mets for me personally. You just can't trust the Padres with that the bullpen situation.
What about TV Jones?
Yeah, it would be Mets too. Better team. I know the Padres are at home, but Berger, he's been all right. He's given up some runs. Manaea's started to look a lot better. And then the lefty factor. The Padres can't hit lefties. And then Toast, good point with the bullpens coming in or used up today, so that just really hurts them. I don't think the Padres are going to score this many runs again tomorrow. I don't hate the under, but I think the Mets at this price, you got to keep playing them. Like, you got Ronnie Mauricio hitting home runs and whatnot. Like, you just got to ride that hot streak out until this team flares out. And not sure if it'll be tonight. We'll find out in extras potentially. But Mets minus 120. I think Manaea's going to have the advantage here over the Padres with this AAA guy and that bullpen coming in.
I think you guys are overreacting.
I just don't bet the Padres unless they have the bullpen. That's my whole
They
thing.
have everybody.
What are you talking about? They're all going to be 2 of the last 3 days.
Yeah, none of them pitch. They'll all be available, dude. Every single one.
I'm not saying they're not available. That's not what I said. But yeah. And anybody in the comments or whatever that's talking to me about Suarez, when he's not the league leader in saves, then you can all start to listen. But instead, keep typing.
Miguel's going to have that lead by the end of the year.
Mr. Diaz would like to have a word. Do we have do our 3 favorite teams have the 3 best closers in the league?
Yes.
Suarez, Diaz, Miguel.
Miguel kind of sucks. So
he only holds down every time.
Who else would be included in the list?
You could argue Josh Hader. He's been good this year. He's been good this year. He's had 1 blown save.
Oh no! You know what? Tanner Scott.
No, Trevor's right. Yeah. Josh Hader's been good. I mean,
I'll put the Mets up, but I think this is too expensive. So.
And that's game. Yep, that's game.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah, Padres gonna be flying high tonight. They ain't losing. They ain't winning tomorrow. They're storming the field like they just won the World Series.
Padres have a 17 WRC. The Padres catchers have a 17 WRC plus with runner.
Did we just lose Toast?
He can't even get his gloat in.
Next up, Pirates, Giants. I really want to bet the Giants coming off what we just saw. Pirates bullpen is going to be a little bit on the tax side. Bailey Falter. How can you lay minus 161 with Verlander? Honestly,
well, you can't. But I will say that I do think that his last start might have given him a little bit of bump that he needed. I know that he looked pretty damn good in Atlanta, and regardless on how you look at it, there's some people that think that some of his numbers aren't as bad as what they look. I mean, he's kind of got unlucky a little bit. Take that for what it is. I still don't think you can pay minus 160 with the Giants. So it would only be the Giants for me, but there's no chance in hell I would pay that price with them.
TV Jones.
Yeah, it would be first 5 under. Actually, I think it was like 4.5, I believe. I'll pull this up on FanDuel. But yeah, Giants at home versus lefties this year. I know it's Bailey Falter. Yes, I'm completely aware it's Bailey Falter. He is god awful. But the Padres Giants at home versus lefties this year at home, 35 WRC plus, 488 OPS, a .075 ISO, 30% strikeout rate. Only a 6% walk rate, a 21% hard hit percentage, 53% ground ball. They can't hit lefties. And then you want to know who's the worst team on the road versus righties? That's right. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates. Oh, no, not at home. On the road. Yep, Pittsburgh Pirates, 52 WRC plus, 550 OPS, 0.1 ISO, 29% strikeout rate, a 40% ground ball, 5% walk rate. I think Verlander's looked a little bit better. Not saying he's amazing, but I know the weather's blowing out too, but given these situations with both of these guys, I think the first 5 is just going to be a brutal watch. It's going to be ugly. It's going to hurt. And I mean, Pittsburgh went nuclear. Both these teams went nuclear to start the game, and then they got 2 more runs like the rest of the game. So I think it's going to be an under. I think it's going to be disgusting. It's going to be ugly. But I don't see many runs happening in this one until maybe later with the bullpens.
I thought the exact same thing because I thought this game and the Brewers game was going to mirror each other. Like a whole bunch of runs today that we didn't expect to come, and then 2 shitty, low-scoring games tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for the Cubs.
I actually might tail you on that.
Pirates have won 6 of the last 7. Put up a 6, a 6, and then a 2-0.
Since Mac Miller Day, they started winning some games here.
No. Rock and roll over there, just partying his life away.
I mean, I think the Giants win this game, but I guess an under. I actually have no idea. This is a straight pass.
I just think this is the game. Like, if you're a Giants fan or stuff, you want to see Justin Verlander pitch well again. Like,
I think Verlander deals, to be honest. Mariners A's, another game I didn't watch a single pitch out of. I think I said over or pass on the show.
Yeah,
what
I said Mariners, and then the Mariners. The number got smaller. Scared. Yeah, it got me even more scared.
So Mariners won 3-1. So that the over or pass was not the right call. Didn't watch a single pitch. I haven't looked at this game. It's Severino pitching in his favorite ballpark. For those of you that don't understand that joke, he's come out on a number of occasions and expressed his displeasure pitching with this as his home ballpark, which I think is justified. How do you not take the Mariners at this number?
I can't really argue it, to be dead honest with you. Obviously, I think that everybody knows that the whole Severino situation with him pitching well on the road and pitching bad at home. And we've seen that. He did pitch somewhat decently his last home start against Toronto, if you want to call it decent. 4 2/3, just 1 run, 7 hits, and 2 walks. So that's 9 base runners in less than 5 full innings. So it's not great, to say the least, but better than what he had been putting up previous to that. I mean, even the start at home against Houston, 5 total innings, only gives up 2 runs, 10 total base runners. It just really hasn't been great. His last 2 starts on the road have been fine, but at the same time, this Mariners offense versus right-handed pitching and on the road really hasn't done much lately. I will give you that they have seen some pretty decent righty starters as well, like Quinn Priester and Mizorowski and Woodruff and Hunter Brown. But regardless, I just don't know if this is just hard. I just don't know what to think of Logan Evans. Like, he's kind of hit or miss, but this A's team at home has shown the ability to score runs at times. So it's like it's hard for me just to think that they're not going to do anything. But I mean, they're just so hit or miss. Like I just feel like this is really cheap for the Mariners. So it would only be the Mariners for me. I know I'm kind of talking in circles, but I just don't understand why they're so cheap again today. I guess that's another question in my head. Like I just don't understand why we keep getting them under 125, under 130. It doesn't make sense to me.
I think the market respects the A's. TV Jones.
Yeah, I think everybody got burned with the over today, and no one's going to want to go back to it tomorrow. But I like the over in this one. Severino, yes, he's looked better. I mean, his last 90 plate appearances at home, he's got a 1.6 barrel percentage. So I mean, it's pretty good. But Seattle's offense, yes, they haven't looked amazing lately, but there were 21 combined base runners in this game with 4 total runs. I don't think Evans and Severino are any better than what the hell we saw tonight. I think if we get base runners tomorrow, we're going to get some runs and plenty of them. The fact that it's opening at 10.5 too, I think feels pretty telling. So it's going to be over 10.5 for me in this one. 7-5 Seattle. That works for me.
It's by far number 1 on the list here in terms of it's plus 30% home runs, plus 16% run. Well, not by far. It's tied with Great American.
It's going to be like 88 degrees and wind blowing out. I got it mixed up with LA, with the Angels, but this is, still great hitting weather here.
Everyone, thanks for watching. Betting League standings will be up in about 25 minutes. See you all